Dude, I'm not. Get out. Get out. Go. I'll get you. Yeah, let's lock the door. Look who showed up. I wasn't going in there by myself.
What kind of shit you getting me into this time?
I have no idea. No idea at all, but it's creepy in there. Very creepy. I wanted to get in before it got dark, and maybe we'll roll into some dark. I don't know.
Okay.
It's very, very uncomfortable in there.
Let's go.
This house is very, very old. It's been remodeled several times. I grew up across the street. The family who owned this home, the members have slowly passed away. And one of the things that always intrigued me about this was they always had whoever had passed away in the home, they always had them here in this, what they called the rec room. They would be laid up in their coffin for sometimes weeks, so that the family could come and see them before they buried them.
How many weeks?
It's as much as 3 weeks at times. I know when the owner passed away, it was an Easter morning, Sunday morning. I'll never forget it. We found out that Frank had passed, and he was here, laid up in his coffin for several weeks, and it was just sad because we were very close to the family. All the deaths in the family, for one reason or another. There was a suicide. Our good friend Dave was laid up here. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot about the house, other than it has always given me the creeps. There's always been a weird vibe, and like I said, I grew up across the street, and I want to respect the family here. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's abandoned, but I want to explore it because it has always interested me, and I've always had a weird feeling about this house.
Cool. I wonder when this house was built, like what year?
Yeah, I don't know. I might be able to find out some of that.
Got a good oil tank.
Good oil in it.
Never even knew this house existed. This is literally right across. I live right back that way.
Some mattresses out there. You can clearly see that the weather is taking its part here. So that right there, this right here that I'm looking at right now, that's
that window right there. Yep, their coffin would be laid out. Dead center with that window. Because that's not a good term to use, but center of that window, that's where they would lay them. And I remember coming over and seeing them and visiting. It's just a spooky feeling.
Yeah. Now I wonder, like, did they have like a morgue service?
No, it was just the way the family was. They wanted their own home,
okay. Fair enough.
They used to call it the dungeon, but I think it's just a wine cellar. I don't know. I want to get down there, though.
All right, let's go.
like to remember. I don't know how safe these steps are or what's going to come around the next corner. So proceed with caution. Oh shit.
What's up, everybody? Here, let's see here, get some audio going. What's up, everybody? Here, let's see here, get some audio going. Okay, I can hear my voice. That's good. Just bear with me. Just checking here. Why I'm not on Facebook, but that's all right. If I'm not, this will be a YouTube thing. All right, let's see here. So if you guys want, let me know where you're watching from. Type in your, state and all that stuff. City. All right, so. All right, I'm not sure why I'm not on Facebook, but let me just double check here to make sure. Yeah, I'm not going to really worry about it too much. Maybe if you guys can just do me a favor real quick and maybe you can share it on Facebook for me. Yeah, I'm not on there. All right, so I got some really cool stuff here I want to talk about tonight. We're going to do a small little picture here. I am testing something out. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me back this out just a hair. Like that. All right. How's the picture look, everybody? Like the actual screen and all that stuff. And I apologize, I didn't tell anybody that I was going live here because I didn't know I was going live until about 10 minutes ago. All right, so, all right, let me grab my water. I've been drinking a lot of water lately because I've been feeling dehydrated. All right. Oh, and listen, another thing too, I know you guys, some of you guys text me, well, a lot of you guys text me. Just bear with me because I have quite a few. I had a little over 1,000 messages when I was trying to go through them the other day. So a lot of people say, "Is this the really you? Is this really you, or is this somebody else?" It's really me. Rhonda, good to see you. Glad that you're alive. Stay away from them. Try to stay away from them thoughts. I'm really sorry about the loss of your pup, but I can promise you, stay positive. It'll help you. All right. I'm very happy to see you here, though, Rhonda. So, God bless you, and I'll be praying for you every day. I'm going to fix my microphone here real quick. Okay. All right, once I get started here, I'm not going to really read the comments, okay? I'm not going to read the comments because I don't want to take away from, what I'm doing here. All right? I go back afterwards a lot, and I read them at that point. Now, there was a little music in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. As long as it's not too loud, that'll be ideal. Okay. All right, let's see here. How's that look? Hey, what do you think? Huh? Can you see that? Tell me what you think about that. I'm going to be doing like a pre-order on these things because some people had asked me for them. Let me know your thoughts on that. It's something brand new. It's sort of almost, it's not a Carhartt, but it's like a Carhartt style. Okay? And that's just, oh, that's awful close. I wasn't trying to get my mug that close up into the frame. All right. So excited. What do we do here first? Okay, well, let me just tell you the first thing here. Excuse me. Here's my colors. These are not gambling colors. All right. I am not able to tell you at the current moment what brand they are because I am in the middle of trials. Okay. I am trying out several different things right now because I am going to be super exciting here. I'm going to be partnering up with Jerry's Artorama, and I'm going to be having kits and a product line with Jerry's Artorama. So that is in the works. That is in the making right now. They are wonderful over there. Make sure you head over there and give them some support. Give them, buy some stuff. They've been doing this, I think, since like 1968, and they are absolutely incredible, just incredible people. So I am proud to say that we will be partnering up, and I'm in the middle of the design process right now. I have all kinds of cool stuff. It's going to be a good year. All right, here, look at this. Now, once again, I am doing, I'm trying all kinds of different stuff, different brushes, different things, different everything. All right, so like I said, I'm telling you right now, you should head over there and support them, guys. They're very amazing people. They reached out to me, and the rest is history. Okay, so yeah, definitely hook them guys up because they support people, like me. And speaking of support, I'll say this one time before the video: if you would like to support the mission that I am on to continue to kind of ensure that I can continue going forward, on the bottom part of the screen here is a PayPal address. No obligation, but if you believe in me and you want to support me, head on down there and just do your thing. All right? I love you guys, and I'm very, very happy that you're here, and it's a very good time to be alive. And that is enough of this talking. Fiji, good stuff. All right, I haven't put any medium on here at all. Nothing whatsoever. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this here. What should I do? I figured I would kind of leave this up in the air. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to try something that I don't know if I've ever done it before. It's probably just pretty standard. I'm going to use different brushes tonight just because I'm trying them out. So I'm going to use one of these bad boys right here. I don't know what it is. It's a 77 FR. I mean, we all know what a 77 FR is, right? Premium white bristle creative mark. Number 12, 77 FR. Yep, we all know what that is. I'll make sure to do something about that. All right, but it's like, in comparison with a 1-inch brush, let me do one of these here. You see that? It's got the little rounded top. It's almost like a big filbert on steroids is what this thing seems to be. But it's very similar to the 1-inch. So, as far as like the width of it, okay? Go for it, no talking. Look at this. That's why I ain't reading the comments. People are telling me to shut up and go for it. All right. I'm going to take, let me grab my knife. Now, I like sense of humor, but if anybody happens to be rude or ignorant, you'll just get kicked off of here, and that'll be it, because not here to tolerate any bullshit. I'm here to try to inspire, help, and just be a good human, okay? So for anybody that can't understand that, head on out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. All right, taking the knife. What I did here was I just put a little pile of this titanium white right here. I'm going to do this. Set that back down. I'm going to take this. Take this big brush here, okay? And I'm going to do this. I'm going to dip a tiny bit of. I'm going to dip it in the paint thinner. Now I got to be honest. Maybe this is common for you guys, but I've never done this. And I'm going to take paint thinner, and I'm just a little bit on that brush there, and I'm taking that little pile of white paint. I got to get a better setup. You see what I'm doing? Oh, spilling it. Okay, I'm putting it in there. I just kind of mixed it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I thin the white paint down, okay? Thin the white paint, and I'm gonna do this. Oh, Jesus, ooh, not good. Be careful if you do this at home, because it's really messy. Get some more white. Now I can tell you right now, the paints that I'm now, oh, you're not going to be able to see this too good. It's just white, thin down paint. I'm using this as a base, almost like a medium. All right. I can tell you that I have tried these particular paints here, and I like them a lot. I definitely like them a lot. So, but like I said, I don't want to say anything yet, because once I figure out which one I like the best, whether it's this one or another one, then we'll go with it. But when if I put my name on something, it's you can guarantee, you know, that it's something that I believe in. I'm not the guy to get something, you know, super dirt cheap, you know, and put a high markup on it just to make money. I would rather buy something super expensive and have very little markup on it, just so you guys have a pleasant experience. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. Is I want to try to help you guys have a enjoyable experience when you're creating. All right, because most people start to create to help them cope with something, you know. So the last thing you want to do is be, you know, punching holes in your walls. I'm going to go probably about halfway. All right. And I'm just spreading this around or whatever. I normally do all this stuff before the video. All right, but I'm trying to do what I can here for you, especially the beginners. All right, I'm a beginner. Okay. All right. So that's established there. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to wipe this off. Okay. Just wipe that off. That's great. Right on my hand. Lovely. It'll end up in my eyeball. All right, I'm going to just do this real quick and just see. I just don't want to make sure it's not muddy, okay? So I'm just going to give it a quick wipe real quick. All right, something like that. And I'm going to go back like this. Just kind of spread that around, all right? And that looks pretty good. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let's stick to something beginner friendly. Now, I'll tell you this, like I said, this live stream was not planned. But I do have a tutorial coming up, and it is of Yosemite National Park. That'll be coming out soon. Okay, so let's start off upstairs here in the sky. So I'm going to take some, here we have, real quickly, Prussian blue, ivory black, burnt umber, sap green. This is, where are you at? Cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, Alizarin crimson, and then the last color is cadmium red deep, and then obviously titanium white. So we're going to take some blue, and let's do this. Let's take a little bit of blue, all right? And I'm going to take a tiny bit of black as well, and we'll see what that does for us. All right, I'm going to set this palette back down. All right, not very excited to hold that. I always like doing this, giving it a little wipe off, okay? And man, that's spreading great, like spreading like icing on a hot cake you just took out of the oven. So I'm just going to work some of this color around like this, all right? And then I'm going to go over here and wipe it off really good. And I like to do that because that helps. You want it to be lighter as it goes down. You know, closer you get to the horizon area, it always looks pleasing when it's lighter. All right, so you want to make sure to do that. Okay. Let's see what this does for us. Okay, it's still a little dark, so now we could just simply, I'm going to grab just some straight titanium white and go like this. Little tip for you there. Just take some straight white paint and come down to your horizon like that. All right. Another thing I'd like you to do, if you wouldn't mind, in the comments here, when it comes to national parks in the United States, I would love if you would share with me your, what would be, if you wanted me to do a tutorial on a national park, please in the comments let me know which one would it be, which is your favorite. Because I'm doing a few things here, and that's one of them. I'm going to be doing like maybe a national park series, and once the whole pandemic thing kind of calms down, I'm going to be traveling to these national parks. All right, and whether or not we paint on scene, I don't know how we're going to do that yet, but we're going to be doing all kinds of great stuff. So I'm wiping this brush off right now. And I'm going to start from here. I'm going to start from the bottom, and I'm going to work my way up. I think this will be the best way to do it. Something like that. Then I could work back down a little bit. And I just want to blend this in. So I'm using this brush for a couple different things so far. You know, applying the paint, then blending it, and then, all right. See how I'm dragging it down? Pick some up and bring it down. I like doing this. It's just nice and handy. See, drag it down. All right. And after the stream, I'm going to go ahead and look. I'm going to look back at the comments and read all these comments because I want to get this input. All right. Because I have a lot of stuff coming. I got a lot of stuff coming. You know, and I just want to touch on something real quickly here. I'm just getting a little bit more black. I want to tone the sky just a little bit. I've gotten a lot of messages in the last like week or two, and there's like a common theme for these messages that I'm getting, and people are saying that because me and Niles just recently started exploring abandoned places, okay? And a lot of people are saying that that's bad, and it's not who I am. It's ruining this and that. And I just want to say something real quick. It's something that I found that I'm just interested in. I'm not a weird, I'm not a ghost hunter or anything like that. But I just like seeing something that's just old. You know what I mean? And just kind of frozen in time. It's a hobby, okay, for me, and it's something that I do on my spare time, and that's it. So just wanted to clear that up. There will be no lapse in painting videos or anything like that. All right. And I just wanted to say that. So this is my life right here, okay? And if it wasn't for this, there would be none of that other stuff. I wouldn't be able to do it. So, all right, this here is my number one, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that. All right. Okay. And I'm taking a little bit of time here because I'm experimenting here with these brushes, and I was just kind enough to do it on the live stream instead of just doing it off camera. I figured some of you guys would appreciate if I went live. I'm going to step back here real quick and see how that looks. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let me set this brush down real quick. Quickly, I want to show you something. So, little quick, interesting little story here. So my neighbor, awesome guy. He used to be the janitor at my grade school. He walked over yesterday. I was checking my mail, not yesterday, a week ago. I was checking my mail, and he said, "Hey, I was just cleaning out my garage, and I found something that you might be interested in." He said my dad used to use these on the Air Force Base or something like that, and he gave me these brushes, and they are from the late 60s, okay? And they are M. Grumbacher, New York. And they are really, really amazing. And look, some of these things are still in plastic. It's just so cool. I just wanted to share that with you real quick. These are the ones that I have right here, and they're all brand new, never used. So I'm gonna use just a few of these guys, and I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is do like a giveaway or something like that, and send one or two of these on the next giveaway. So amazing stuff. So we're going to use one of these brushes here tonight. They're very soft. They're like mini blenders. So, all right. I'm wiping my brush off, and I'm standing back and I'm looking at it. Now, the next step is I'm going to try to soften this up a little bit, okay? The sky, almost like blend it. So let me try this way here. But once again, I want to just give a big, huge shout out to Jerry's Artorama. If you're just joining us, I want to just say that they are just a wonderful, wonderful company. And I've bought quite a bit of stuff over the years there, but I just never realized how much they really care about us artists, okay? So keep that in mind. All right. Okay. Okay, let's move right along here. So that's wiped off. I just need to grab, actually I'm gonna hold that. I just wanna get a little bit more blue here, okay, Prussian blue, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of white. I just wanna put a little bit of this prettyish blue color. And where do I want it at? I like doing this a lot in my pictures, okay? It just adds a lot of interest, in my opinion, for me, interest for me. When I say something, when I judge something, it's just my opinion. You know, it doesn't take much to fascinate me. You know, got a very simple brain, very simple brain. But this right here just creates, I don't know, creates something likable, you know? And I like likable things. All right. And here we go. I haven't been in this for however many minutes now, and I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling it. It's like, it's just amazing, the feeling that you guys get. And I recommend that if you've never painted, you got to try this stuff. All right? You got to try this stuff. And that's why these kits and product line that I'm going to be putting together are going to be geared towards, you know, well, one of them is geared towards beginners. I want you guys to be inspired. I want you to have that fire, you know, in your stomach, ready to go. Well, I don't know if that's the right term. Do you know what I mean? Burning desire? I don't know. I don't want you to be on fire, but you know what I mean. Somebody maybe can correct me in the comments in there, okay? But are you able to see, and once again, I'm not seeing the comments right this minute, but can you see, did that add a little bit of interest for you so far? All right, I hope so, because we're gonna do some clouds. We're just gonna have a good old time here. And I'm telling you right now, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I know it's a tough time right now with everything going on, all the weirdness in the world, you know, but this can help you. This can help you get away from that, you know? It really can. This right here, what I'm doing, can help you get away from all of the stuff. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of titanium white here, okay? And I just wanna, that's a little bit more than a little. Watch this. I don't know what this is. This is a Pocono Mountain right here. You start sledding downhill like that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I want to enhance the horizon area here. That is the crookedest horizon line that I've ever seen in my life, and that's okay. Watch, I'm just gonna do, I don't know what this is, but it looks fun. It looks fun, and that's what this is all about. Looking fun, feeling fun, all right? Okay. Okay. I had to send a message to my wife, let her know that I was okay and I was alive and all is well. Sorry if I block the light when it comes in, when I get a drink or whatever. I'm wiping my brush off, and I'm just gonna do one of these things. I don't know, I was just trying to lighten this area up a little bit to make it look like maybe there's some clouds here and there, you know? All right, they're on the bottom, the top, wherever. My favorite part about doing this, what I'm doing, is I just want to make this clear to you guys. You know, I'm not technically an artist. You know, I'm not technically an artist, and I don't call myself one. I mean, like, Facebook pages, they ask what category, so I put artist on Instagram, but I don't categorize myself as an artist. An artist may be, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's, you know, somebody who has a degree or goes to school for it, and I didn't do any of that stuff, you know, so I don't like to take credit as an artist. But what I do categorize myself as authentic, all right, authentic. My feelings are very strong, okay? I'm a very emotional person, and I try to put those emotions right here in front of me, okay? That's what I try to do. And I want to give a feeling is what I want to give. I want you guys to get a feeling. You know, I want you to feel what I'm feeling. And that's what I try to do. And I want you to know I try very hard at what I do. All right, because I'm very passionate about everything that I do. All right. Now, none of this may make sense right this moment. Give it a few moments and it will. I'm going to give this a little lift real quick here. And I'm just going to snag it back and forth. And I'm just kind of pulling up and to the right, up to the right. You can do the left or whatever. Now I am left-handed. I know a lot of you guys are right-handed. I can paint with my right hand. I choose not to. The only reason I say that I know is because I had to paint, like, I forget what it was, 16 to 20 paintings out in Los Angeles last year, and I had to do them in 2 days, and I had to do them with my right hand, and I was able to do it, and that's when I learned. Okay, let's do something interesting here. I want to take a little bit of black, ivory black here, and let's take a little bit of ivory black and just a tiniest bit of blue, I guess. I'm going to wipe this off on the paper towel, and I want to create maybe a light's going to come from this way, so I want to try to create a little bit of a shadow here. Yeah, maybe not. You know, throw some in here. All right, and this is where you just experiment, okay? You got to experiment around. Like I didn't plan this at all right, but I want to try it. So bear with me. All right. Wiping that brush. So far I've only used this one brush, the number 77F 24-19-16-32, I'm just kidding. That's funny. The numbers on this thing are crazy. Okay. And let me just say something real quick about when I said I don't classify as an artist or whatever. That's me. You know, all you guys should be classifying yourself as that. I just don't do that. I'm using the same brush. I'm going to get some, excuse me, some just straight titanium white now. All right. I'm going a little far on this because I'm experimenting. So just keep that in mind, please. Please and thank you. I'm going to get a large amount of titanium white. All right, I'm going to just drop it on top of the shadow. Okay, see what's happening here? See what's happening? Yeah. You know what's funny? I just thinned the white paint down. That actually worked pretty darn good. It really did. It's amazing how that worked, because I think I've done it once or twice over the years. I think I did it when I first started, just trying to be efficient and save money or something. I don't know what I was doing. But I don't know why I stopped, because it seems like it works. Seems like it works. Okay, a little bit there. Now, we had something going on here too. So I'm just putting some light color on top of the dark right now, okay? Now it looks a little goofy. And we're gonna take care of that. 1 second. Same brush. I don't want to repeat the numbers, but it's the same one. Oh, I got an idea. Let me set that brush down. Let's use, where are you at? Is this one? Oh yeah, that's it. Here we go. We're going to use this, we're going to use our Grumbacher brush from the 1950s. Let's use this bad boy, all right? We're going to use him as a blender. Let me step back a few feet and take a look at what we're working with here. Now watch this big blob of mess. Watch what happens here in the sky. Yeah, so this here technically 26-128. I'm not sure what that means, but it's a pretty neat little brush, and the hairs are perfectly soft. Oh my, this is going to be, I can tell you right now, I may not give too many of these away. Wow, this is just such, I don't know how to describe this right now, what I'm feeling in my life at the moment. But what an amazing, I don't know, it's just, I think I'm going overboard with my words here. Blending the light color into the shadows. I'm not touching the top whatsoever. See, I'm dragging the paint, picking it up, trying to hold it back so you can see. Picking it up from here and I'm dragging it down. See? Little noise here and there, never hurt you. Work on a little area here. See? But I got to tell you right now, this is so great, this brush right here. I am going to really take care of these brushes. And yes, I will. I am going to do a giveaway, and in one of whatever I do next for a giveaway, I'm going to have to include one of these brushes, because are you able to see what's taking place here in front of me or no? I don't know if you can see this too well, but I mean, this is killer right here. This is no joke. It's just such a, I don't know. I'm trying to describe the feeling. It's like autopilot. And I'm doing little circles, and I'm just bringing, the lights into the darks. Oh wow, that's legit. That is definitely legit. I just stood back. Okay. So I'm gonna put a mountain in, so I don't want to go too crazy. Now I'm gonna go back to the regular brush, I think, and I'm gonna lift up on it and give it like a little blend, a little something. So let's do this. So I'm gonna try to lift it and see how that does. I'm just doing what we did earlier, just lift, lift, lift. I'm doing it carefully because the paint thinner and the white that I used is a little bit, it is a little thin, and I don't want to call it soupy, but see, I'm pulling up those little stringy thingies, see them? And that's fine. Not too worried about that. Not too worried about it. We'll figure it out. Okay, just wiping the brush off. And I'm gonna do this little sideways action here. Soft though. I'm barely touching this. I'm barely touching it. Lift up. Oh yeah, I kind of like you. I think I like you. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, it just looks like a cloudy sky, sort of. And then if we want, we can take this blender brush, and I think, you know what, I just think I'm gonna grab some of this color, and I just feel like it needs a little balance. So let's take it into a little bit of white, straight up white. And let's do one of these things. Watch this. Let's pull something here and bring it there and there. Let's make some little floaters. All right, go like this. I mean, maybe these guys are just whatever. See, you put the paint down, it doesn't always look great at first when you put it down, but you work with it, and that's the key. You gotta work with it, all right? So now I'm gonna take the big old boy here, watch this, and I'm gonna blend him in. And these are more subtle, see-through, transparent, whatever the word is, clouds. All right, because they don't all have to be big, fluffy ones. These ones, the wind kind of are, just going right through these guys here, see? All right, I'm just defining the edges here. It's always good to try new things, new brushes, new this, new that. How's that? That's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta do me a favor, because I am gonna go back and read these comments. Please let me know what you think of this so far. I mean, how does this look? I don't know exactly what I was going for, but I just wanted some clouds, and I wanted to experiment on the top portion here with, something cool, like some nice clouds and different, something other than the basic that I normally do. Oh, I see something here. Watch this. Watch this, layer time. Got me a lot of paint right here. See this? Layer it, layer it. I'm using the 1942 Grumbacher brush here, mint condition series. See, I can tap it in, it doesn't really matter. All right, now, watch this. Wipe that off, go back to the bigger brush, okay? And I'm gonna drag it and pull it, drag it and pull it, drag it and pull it. Kind of shape it up, okay? Let me get a little bit of this black and blue real quick. I want to put a shadow right in here. Okay. And these are the cool things that you can do. You can come back and change all this stuff. And I'm kind of being a little loose about this, all right? A little, just whatever. Okay, wipe this off, little blender here. But all kidding aside, I think it's, oh, I'm gonna wipe this in some thinner real quick. Clean it off. all kidding aside, I think it's pretty cool to have this vintage brush right here in front of me. And they're brand new, and I think it's just great. Just, you know, some, ooh, it's still got a lot of thinner on it. Let me wipe it off. Let me squeeze it. So if you guys are cleaning your brushes, right, little small brushes with thinner, you get it in there, you do whatever, I would take a paper towel and pinch it like this, and then kind of pull it like that. Instead of grinding it and wiping it, pinch it and pull it, okay? It's always a good way. That little technique was compliments of Robert Warren. He showed me that at the World of Color a few years back. And I've done that ever since. So, Robert Warren, good man. So now I'm just going to blend these, all right? Just kind of bringing them together like this. Okay, we're going to go back to the big brush here real quick. And I know this is a little long on the sky, but like I said, this was about me trying this stuff out. I just thought it would be a good idea last minute to go live, so you guys can join me if you'd like. And I want to thank all of the new people that signed up over on the channel memberships page. I thank you for that. And one of the very first things that we're going to do is we're going to do something extremely fun. Excuse me. I'm going to say probably in maybe a few weeks, I'm going to have, and I started this idea a while back, and I just never followed through with it. I'm going to have all people that are on the channel membership page. There's a link in every one of my video descriptions to join the channel membership. It's like $9.99 a month or whatever. And I'm going to have the channel members send me, you're going to sketch a landscape, just a very basic, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything perfect, just a composition, basic, in pencil if you want, not even paint. Yeah, that's actually what it is, pencil. You're going to sketch it, and I'm going to paint it. I'm going to paint that. And what I'm going to do is we're going to do, once I get that set up, we're going to do one a week. So for the people that are there already, welcome, and it's just going to be amazing. You're going to send me a sketch, and I'm going to paint your landscapes. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I like this. I like this here now. Light and dark, light and dark. You want to go back and forth from light to dark, light to dark. So, going back down now to some straight titanium white. So yeah, if you're interested, head over to the channel membership page. That will not be here. Those videos will be only on that page for the members. But that'll be a fun, interactive thing for sure. For sure. I'm just getting a little bit more white in here, then we're going to move on. All right. Yeah, so this is so great. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to put out some products, you know, after I figure everything out that I'm super passionate about, that I believe in. I'm telling you, if I can change one person's outlook, whether it be life or on, you know, the painting process or whatever, if I could change one person, that makes me happy. Makes me happy. So I can go to sleep at night knowing that there's one person out there at least that just has a better outlook on whatever, you know. Makes me happy. Dun, dun, dun. You know, and also, if you guys could ever, you know, take a minute and, you know, be grateful for the moderators or administrator, whatever they call them here, that help me out with every live stream. It's always the same, you know, the same people, and I just want to thank you guys. You know who you are. You know, Steve. You know, Krista, Brian. I mean, there's a bunch of them. You know, a bunch on there. Bram. Lots of. I'm drawing blanks here for names, but everybody, you know, that's on there and helps. Niles. You know, I love you guys. I really do. I love you guys. Okay, so I don't normally ever like much. I like my paintings, but I don't ever say, oh, they're amazing. But I kind of like this. I kind of like this, okay? And I hope that you do too as well. Now, I don't want to ruin it with this big, huge mountain, but I got to figure out the lay of the land here. So, all right, so now, if you're a beginner, this is where, try to pay attention because this is going to be a basic thing, okay? Very, very basic thing. Okay, all beginners. Here's where you pay attention. I'm going to grab, let's see what, oh, we got so many cool little brushes here to work with. I mean, look at this. Let me show you one or two here. Like, look at these little things. Now, obviously, I wouldn't have all these, but I pick which ones are the best, what to use. I mean, look at this thing. It looks like a dart. So I'm going to pick out whichever ones I think are the best. And these, I have many more than what I just showed you. Something I always wanted to incorporate was like a flat brush. So let me see how that works here. All right. I hope you guys like the hat. I'm passionate about the hat. And a big shout out to Brett Stoller, Tatooine Body Art. He's 2 doors down here in the plaza. One of my best friends for well over 30 years. He designed my logo, and just I'm going to mention this. I have a whole another logo coming out because the one logo I have now doesn't have the horsetail in it, and I want to kind of incorporate that after hearing a few people say, oh yeah, the guy who paints, I forget his first name, but he's got a big old horsetail on the back, and people, like, oh yeah, I know him. All right, I'm going to figure out the lay of the land. So if you're a beginner and you get confused about this part, you get to here, right, and then you're like, well, hell, that's a nice sky, but now I don't know where to go from here. So let me just try to walk you through. All right, I'm going to take some blue, black, green, okay? I always like using those colors. I'm using a flat brush. I'm just taking blue, black, and green, okay? Equal mixture, blue, black, and green. All right. Blue, black, green, and I'm scooping up just a tiny bit of white. Just getting a nice earth color. Earth tone, earth tonage, you know what I'm saying? Earth tonage. But yeah, seriously, anybody who wants to, head over. If you want to be on the channel membership page, head over. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Fun in the sun. Okay. So I'm stepping back. It's super important to step back, okay? Now, let's say for just a moment, all right, I want to follow, all right, I'm going to do this, okay? I put a line there in the sky, all right? I'm just thinking about land at this moment. It doesn't have to stay like this, but I want it to be, I want it to have some life in it, I want it to have life. All right, how's that look? How's my line look? All right. Let's do this. There's no medium on the bottom, okay? No medium on the bottom. All right, I'm gonna take blue, black, and green. A little bit more blue and black this time, so it's a little darker shade. And I'm gonna do this. I'm just kind of winging it as I go here, okay? So. Let's do this dark. Light's coming this way. Maybe there's a shadow right here. And I will tell you this: the paint that I'm using, it's a higher quality paint. Oh yeah, that's dark. And what's funny is this. I'll tell you what's funny. Something that is far away, and you will, and I've heard it all the time. It's far away. It's got to be light. It's got to look whatever. It's got to have a little blue in it. This, that. It's got to have all these things. The correct form of art. And here I have something that is super far away, and I just use straight black and blue. And we can change it. That's the point. That's why I'm telling you. All right? Okay, so I'm just thinking about that there. I'm going to set my little baby flat brush down here. And I'm not going to go, see this big brush that we use for the sky? I'm going to set this off to the side, and I'm going to grab his little brother, who happens to be right here. He's a number 10, 25,000 numbers, and after that. And no medium, and I'm going to do circles. And I'm just going to see what happens as it comes together, okay? And then I'll figure out where I'm going to go. And I think a part of the reason that I was doing that is for the beginners, which includes myself. I'm just doing these little baby circles, all right, see? Or you can do side to sides or whatever that motion would be called, all right? And yes, this is a little work, you know, a little work, but it's good because if you're anything like me, you'll have muscles on one arm and the other one will, you know, just look like a big pile of skin. Cool, and this, like I said, basicness here happen, okay? Very basic. Okay, now I think I need to do one of these numbers. Watch this, I'm gonna hold this. I'm going to hold it like what is this? Horizontal is this way, vertical. Holding the brush vertical, all right? And I'm just thinking about some little things in the background. You should always break up your ground. I mean, I do. It just does something, you know, it'll help it look more natural or real or earth-like or whatever that word bees. Here we go, see? I'm just giving a little something, left to right, up to downs, all the stuff, and this will just, it's like a little background stuff. You know, maybe it'll show, maybe it won't. Soften it up just a hair. I'm just gonna do a couple more little textures here, like, you know, see I'm touching, tapping and all that, or whatever. Make this one a little bit bigger. Okay. All right. Okay, so now is what I just need to figure out the, excuse me, the lay of the land, the rest of the lay of the land, and this is where I would get stumped all the time when I first started, you know, all the time. Okay. One second, I'm just having a little catastrophe over here. Hold on. Excuse me. Having a little issue, so hold on. Okay. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Story of my life. Okay. All right, where was I at? All right, so I wanted to figure out the rest of the lay of the land. So in order to do that, I'm going to start to figure out, do we just make this a basic landscape, or am I going to do anything different? Like, am I going to put water in this thing? So this is where I'll start to get the smaller brush here. I'll do like a little, you know, I don't know, something like little sketchies, little, you know, things like this. And, you know, am I going to have water coming off like this? Am I, or am I not? You know what I mean? Am I going to have some hills here? And this helps. This really does help to do this, because this all can be erased as well. All right. And I would recommend using a lighter color, you know, like a little white and blue in it or something like that, okay? But like, let me actually get a real light color so you can possibly see what I'm doing here for a sketch. All right, so let's just say, for example, I was gonna have water, you know, coming off like this, okay? White, blue, and then I'm doing this so you can see it. And then let's say there was some hills that, you know, came in like this, and then they, you know, like big old chooms, big things, you know. Big thing. I said, big kill in my background. That's okay. Just trying to show you, like, all this can be erased, okay? All right, this water here, get some white and blue. I'm just trying to make it, I'm trying to like bring it into perspective for you so you can see what I'm doing here. So the water, let's just say, for example, if it kind of started, I don't know, maybe back here, it snuck around the corner like this. A little bit more blue in there. Only for visual purposes. So let's say, like that, more white. You know, let's just say the water kind of came right around like this. Okay, now that's a lot of paint, so we may have to stick with this. All right, so we got a little river happening here. All right, let me go back to this guy here. Like this. I'm gonna just kind of blend this in here real quickly. Got to get myself a visual here, you know what I mean? Got to see what's going on. Got to see what's going on. This is so much fun. I mean, I don't know how to explain it to you. This is just so much fun. Hey, so I was coming up with a little saying. I was trying to think of a saying, you know, like for the whole Jerry's Artorama thing. And I was thinking, how does this sound? Hang on, let me set that down. When you're painting a picture, if you don't want any drama, head on over and shop at Jerry's Artorama. That sound. I'm not weird technically, but I think of stuff like that. So, thought that was funny anyways. Just kidding, by the way. When you're painting a picture, if you're tired of the drama, head on over and shop at Jerry's Artorama. You know, it's just little things like that just make me happy in my life, you know, to be funny. All right, now let's go to, well, since we're using this brush here, I'm just gonna get some darker color. Okay, so back to the blues and the blacks and the greens and a little brown, and let's just leave a little crimson over here. Do some of that. Nice dark color. And I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna put some nice shadow color in right here, okay? Now I don't know where I'm going with this, and that's the fun part about this, okay? Because I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going right here, right now. I'm gonna go like that, pop that right in, you know, and that becomes a hill. If you didn't notice, it's a hill. Black, blue, black. I'm really liking this paint though, a lot. The pigment is so amazing in here. So we'll see what happens. We'll see which one it is. A little more green right there. All right. A little more green. And something you can do, I just noticed here. You see back here, where I was like doing that little sketch or whatever? Watch this. I'm gonna get just a little bit of blue and white on here, onto the brush, right? And I'm gonna try to sneak this in, even though I should have done it before the fact, but watch. We'll see if it'll work. All right, and then, I don't know, heck, maybe we can even sneak some in here right now too. Not sure if this is gonna work. Set that down. Let's get our 1936 Grumbacher blender. And I just want to see how this will look. I just wanted to try to do a little mist. Little misty something. Need to pick up some more white paint though. And ooh, that ain't mist, that's a damn cloud on the ground right there. But we're gonna leave it because it's fun. This is fun. You know, like how some people say, politically correct, artistically correct. I am artistically incorrect. I don't worry about like the rules, you know, if that makes any sense to you guys. I just don't worry about the rules. The rules ruin it for me. You know, they ruin the fun. And I think some of the people in this lifetime or this world that we live in, I think some of the people that change the world are the people that didn't follow the rules and they went with their, you know, minds and their hearts and whatever they felt. And I don't know that for sure, but I believe it. You know, if you stick to the, and when I say rules, don't go out and like breaking rules and laws and stuff. I'm talking about like this here, you know, art in particular tonight is what we're talking about. And just don't worry about it. Make your own rules when it comes to here, comes to this. But yeah, still use the blender. Make your own rules and just be creative. You know, if you want to have a red lake, have a red lake. You know, green, blue, purple, whatever. Because you may see something after you make it. You may see something that may ring a bell and may open up a whole new, you know, vision for you. You know, it's the truth. It is God's honest truth. Let me do this real quick. Soften the bottom up here real quick because I'm going to have to put another layer in front of this now, which is fine. All right. Okay. Bring these together real quickly here. I don't want green mist. I don't want too much green mist. I don't know if green mist is a thing. I'm going to get some blue and some black and just some green. And here we go. I'm going to fix my hill. See? Creative hill right there, okay? Creative hill coming up. One hill coming up. Watch. Right there. Another one. See this? And he just lives right there. Okay. That's too much mist, so let me get some black and blue. Black and blue. Too much mist back there, so look, I got to do this. Because we don't want it to look like a weird lake or whatever, or weird land, you know, so I want you to be able to see some of it. So I'm just adding a little, see what I'm doing right there? I'm just adding a little, you know, something. You see what I'm doing, right? Because sometimes I don't know how to explain stuff. And maybe I'm knocking on myself right now by saying that, but I get like tongue twisted or tongue tied or when I get into my work, because I'm so excited. I got a million thoughts going through my brain, and I get so excited. So if I ever stumble and stutter, like when, not if, every video, just always remember that's what's happening in my brain up here, you know? And my pea-sized brain, the size of a dinosaur's brain. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I like myself. All right? If I bust on myself, it's with humor. Only humor. All right? No more of those crazy days where, you know, I would legitimately hate myself. I don't, you know, I like myself, and I'm just happy. I'm happy to be here. So once again, if I'm just doing whatever, pumped up, crazy, I'm happy, guys. I'm happy, and I'm happy that your guys are here and just living a good life, and I recognize it and I appreciate it. So. Uh-oh. I mean, no uh-ohs. That was just my water there. Just grabbing the water, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we got here? We got one water coming right up. Man, I wish I had some chocolate right now. Is anybody local in the New Jersey area that can run me over like a Kit Kat or something? Just joking. But on a positive note, I stopped drinking Red Bull. It's been over a month, okay? So, how about a big thumbs up for that, huh? Yeah, we don't care about you, Red Bull. So I'm just blending this together, sort of. All right, just trying to give it a feel and a look or whatever. All right, so like you see that mist right there? Like if you're not crazy about it, you can just get rid of it. Get rid of it. We haven't done any highlights or anything like that, okay? So just make sure my audio is good and everything. Look down, do a double check on everything. No highlights, and well, hell, I'll be a son of a gun. I said we were doing a mountain. We forgot it. Okay, so that sounds like a challenge to me. Sounds like a challenge. What do you say? Put a mountain in after the fact. After the fact of you did everything that you're not supposed to do before you put a mountain in. So let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Put that out of the way. Grumbacher brush there. I'm going to take, for a mountain base color, I'm going to use blue, black, and white. Take some blue and some black and some white. And that seems okay. Let's try a little bit of crimson in there. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, blue, black, white, and a little teardrop of crimson. And let's see what that gives us here for a mountain. Here we go. Oh, man. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Do you see what I'm talking about here? I'm talking about putting a mountain in when you're, I mean, like after the fact. You know, we totally should have put it in first. Okay? So let's do it. Here we go. And I'm not using a knife because I want to be a versatilian. I hope that wasn't a weird, bad word. Versatile, versaplex. Okay, let me step back for the 5th time and take a look at what do we got going on here. We want it to be a little off-centered. We don't want it to be, tree there. Here we go. We got this, right? Watch. See you later. There's something, huh? And that's how that's done. That's how that's done. Oh yeah, I got my new mountain brush here. I'm not worried about these trees because we can do all kinds of stuff. Now I'm gonna make maybe a little something different. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm having fun. That's what I'm doing. I really am having fun. If you guys don't know. People look in the door and I'm like dancing here. I'm like, I don't care. I recognize things, okay? That's where I'm at. I recognize the things that I was never grateful for. You know, and I'm just trying to spread that love to people. I want you to recognize things that you may not be grateful for. It's such an important part of life. And I just really cannot, I can't talk about anything else. It's like what I want to talk about this 24 hours a day, you know? I really, really do, because if you can get your mind in the right spot, I mean, you can do whatever you want, you know? It's just so amazing, and it's so true. And I just, every day I just think about, like, I wish I can get up on a stage and have the whole world, like, as my audience. And, because damn it, like, I'm not a cocky person. We've talked about this before, but I'm confident in certain things. I'm confident that I could change people if I get the opportunity to present myself in front of them, you know. And I've done quite a few. I've spoken places. I've been to events, and I've done a lot. And I never get into the conversations about the things that people have sent me, but I'm telling you, things are so much better when you recognize stuff, you know? So much better. Let me see here. Now I left a little bit of that light color right there, all right? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab that brush again. I'm gonna get a lighter color now, even lighter, with a little bit of crimson and a little bit of blue. Okay, so it's just a beautiful light color. And I want it to be real light, actually. I'm going to try to add even a more distant mountain and just a little lump back there. You know what I mean? Okay. And then let's do one of these numbers here. Watch this. I mean, every mountain don't always have to be the same. So, right? Let's do this and just see what it brings us. That's a good little shape right there, huh? Just give them a little love and some wiggles and jiggles and shoom. He's good to go. He's got bumps on him and stuff. And I think, you know what, we need to incorporate some bumps on our buddy up front here too. You know, he needs some bumps. So, you know what, let's do this. Give him some nice rocky shape, okay? And switch him up. And this is the fun part here. You can do what you want. You can change things. That's why I'm doing this, by the way, everybody, if you didn't notice. I'm sure if there's a few people on here, like I haven't looked down at the comments. I don't know if Steve Sippler's in the house. He knows I'm somebody who loves making these last crazy minute changes. So I don't know if he's here or not, but Steve, if you're here, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, dude. More than you know, bud. You know, Steve is in there. I mean, Krista, Brian, Rhonda, all you guys, all the regulars. Scott, there's so many of you guys that are always here. I want you to know that I appreciate you. You know, if you say I'm important in your life, I want you to know that you're important in my life as well. Okay. All right, let's get us another blender brush here. Okay. 1915 M. Grumbacher, New York, USA. If you're curious, anybody, I don't know, 8020-00-598-5907. That's not an exaggerate like I did earlier. That's actually the number. So, very thankful for you, Stevie, if you're watching. Old Stevie there, he's my neighbor. Appreciate you, man. He said he'll come out sometimes outside at nighttime, and he will see the light on in my garage at like 3:30 in the morning, and he sees me in there painting. So, yeah, if that answers any question for you right there. Okay. I'm using this blender brush here real quickly to do something. Blending time. Blending time. It's blending time. Yeah, song, it's closing time. It's blending time. I'm not a singer. Don't even start me on that one. I'm not a singer. I am a guitar player and a drum player, as a matter of fact. Me and the old Sip are going to have to get together and play some tunes, you know what I mean? The old Sip. I'm going to start calling him that. Steve. I'm call him the Sip. Okay, so for you beginners that are watching out here, you see the misty color that I left in? Now keep in mind, guys, we haven't put any highlights on here yet. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Let's just say you ruin that, right? You ruin that. Let's say you ruin it, right? Watch this. Get some white. It's never ruined. So watch this. Watch this. Just showing you the point here, okay? Watch. Very sloppy. See? That's how important, this is how cautious I am. And I want you to be the same. Wiping off the blender. And watch this. And now this is just mist. This isn't like any highlights or anything. Not mist. You know, it's like, I don't know what it is. Pollution or something. I don't know. All right. I'm just putting it back into play. It was there already, but I'm just trying to show you as a beginner. I'm giving you a free tip. That's a $5 tip right there. PayPal's in the bottom hand corner. So $5 plus tax. I'm not funny, by the way. That was just, some things I say are funny, but some things are just stupid. So relaxing. I play piano too, as well. Yeah. When I was younger, I went to a recording studio and I didn't make an album, but I did 2 songs. Drinking a lot of water lately because I felt, I think I've been dehydrated, to be quite honest with you. And make sure that you drink plenty of water. I don't know the exact calculations, but you know, make sure you drink enough water. I can tell you this right now, whatever you think the amount is of water that you're supposed to be drinking, I'm pretty sure you probably need to add a lot more to the calculation, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right. All right. Moving on. Moving on. I'm not your doctor. Just a friendly old painter guy. That's all me is. Let's try this. I'm going to go back to the brush that we used in the sky real quick because I want to pick the pace up a little bit because I just yawned. It means I'm tired. I'm going to blend this a little bit. See this? Look, I'm just dragging. I love this brush. I really like this brush a lot, to be quite honest here. I mean, this is sweet. Sweet like a Kit Kat. Like a Kit Kat chocolate, like a Reese's Pieces, I don't know how you pronounce it. Sweet like sugar. Even though I don't use sugar. I use that stuff, it's called, I can't believe it's not sugar. Oh shit, is that butter? I can't believe it's not butter. No, I can't believe it's not sugar. I don't know. Anyways, it's not a real sugar. I hope is it really the butter or is it sugar? Please somebody tell me. It's gonna drive me nuts. I can't believe it's not sugar. I'm dragging some of these shadows down. I'm having fun, so sorry to be a little loopy here, but I'm having fun with my life here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this dark color and put a shadow here and there back here. Just a subtle one, you know, nothing major. And then we're gonna pop some highlights on here. You know, we're gonna pop some highlights on here. Yeah. In just a minute. Now I'm selling this painting, so when I'm done, I'm selling all the live stream ones. Every time I do them, the last one is gone. It's no longer here. This will be the same. So I don't know. This will be, the last one was like, what did we do on that one? I forget. I think it was like $750 or something. So this one will be like 500 plus shipping in the United States. You know, when we're done. So it's just, you know, whoever says it first gets it. Bottom line. So, and the other thing is you have to email me. If you want this, you have to email me because I have to create a private separate link for this. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Yeah, 500 plus shipping in the United States, which is like 30 or 40 bones. You know what I mean? I'm going to draw some shadows in down here into this water just to kind of fill the land in. All right. So, yeah, first person who sends an email over that says they want it, it's yours. It's yours. So I'm just taking some of the basic color that I had upstairs here, and I'm bringing it downstairs into the living area. See, like this. Super, super, super simple. You know, the interesting thing about this painting is, I mean, to me it's interesting, is that this is the first one of the transfer of time for me. So this is an important one to me. It is. This is the direction of where my life changes. This is where my life changes. Right around this time. So remember this time. Things are going to change this year. I can assure you that. For the better, for the positive. I mean, they're already positive, but they're going to be even more. So look, I'm going to drag some of this down. So I just, I feel happy for the people that have some of my pictures now. Hopefully by the end of this year, you're going to be even way more thankful that you have them. So that's the plan. I'm the man with no plan. I'm the man with a plan. I'm the jack of all trades and the master of none. Joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. All right. Oh, that's pretty. Look at this brush. It does magic. Magic. I'm just pulling the color down. I got to fix that real quick. Tired of the drama? Shop at Jerry's Artorama. So that's pretty cool, right? Though that like little saying, huh? What do you think? I'm giving some wiggles and stuff. See, I could go on all night with this. One of these days, like on the channel members page, we're gonna do a 6-hour stream, like a 6-hour live stream on the channel member page, where we're going to create something. We're going to create something over the course of 6 hours, and I want to show you like massive details and things like that. Because I always I don't spend that much time on the pictures. You know what I mean? When I do them, I'm going here real quick to get. I'm going to wipe this off into some thinner, the 1915 Grumbacher brush. Okay, give him a good squeeze. My main squeeze right here. Wipe him off. And then I'm going to do back here. I just want it to, this is probably still going to have a thinner in it. Making sure my audio is on still. I'm going to give him some wiggles, all right, because he needs some wiggles in his life. Wiggle around, it's good for you. Serious, when you're done watching this, you ought to put some music on and dance around is what you need to do. Dance around and just think about, I don't know, think about anything. Wiggle, wiggle. Getting some blue. Life is too short to be miserable. You know what I mean? Be happy. Really be happy. I'm as happy as they come. I'm telling you, I say this all the time. Ask my kids. My kids always joke around. They'll be like, my kids will be like, oh my goodness, yeah, don't wake mom up in the morning. Like, or whatever, don't, blah, 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 blah. But when you wake dad up, and by the way, this is an exaggeration except for my part. We can wake dad up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the first thing he does is smiles. And that's very true. The very first thing I do when I wake up, guys, is I appreciate the fact that I woke up. And that's a very important start to the day, in my case, okay? You got to appreciate, don't expect it. It's not expected. It's not expected. Don't expect to wake up tomorrow, but be grateful when you do, okay? Just giving you my recommendations. Giving you my recommendations, my advice, even though I don't know if it's accurate. I know it's accurate for me. So everything I say is based on me, my authentic. Let me just take a breath and slow down because I feel like I'm starting to wander off into the land of no grammar, where I'm not like talking right. Just because I'm focused on the painting, I'm trying to tell you the best way to live because I care about you. Even if I don't know you, I care about you. Oh my, well, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Look at that. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Can you see that? Let me enhance it. This is amazing. I don't know, I'm just putting little textures, little ripplies, little ripple doos. Okay? It's a winding river. Look, crasher. Any minute I can just picture myself coming around that corner right there on a big old raft or a tube. I went tubing like this a couple times when I was younger, and I was being pulled with a boat. And man, they were doing about 60 miles an hour in the Rancocas River here in New Jersey. And there was a stump sticking up, but it was barely touching the top of the water. And I hit the stump. And that's about the end of that story, because I was never on a tube again after that. That's pretty neat right there. And I'm going to complement that right now with some blue, darker, some blue and white. Now watch, I'm going to create like a little shadows, sort of, maybe a little bit less, little ripples and stuff. See? I'm just making it like little whatever. Okay, not bad. I'm going to try something different here now. I'm getting some crimson in here. I'm going to make a little something right about there. And yeah, something like that. Remember what I said, guys. I'm going to read these comments after the fact. We got to get moving to the highlights here because it's craziness. But yeah, I've never been back out tubing again because I do not enjoy, you know, getting hit with a stump like that. Thankfully, I was still able to have kids after that, you know, because I didn't think so. I mean, I didn't personally have the kids, if that's what you meant, you know, if that's what you thought. Like, you know, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, freaking produce them. Produce them, you know? It just sounded bad when I said that, had kids, like so. It's teamwork. Okay. Do you guys enjoy being here? Like, tell me the truth, because I need to read this when I leave tonight. Do you guys enjoy being here? And you know, I'm just me, so I hope you guys like me because I'm just myself. This is who I am. If anybody's on here that knows me personally, you already know this. You already know who I am. I'm the same person on and off of camera. I carry a lot of energy around with me. I'm super excited about things, you know, and it's really the truth. So I hope you guys can tolerate me. I'm just giving this little wiggle, right there, giving a little shadow there. Oh, I'm getting excited. We're getting close. We're getting close. Pay attention, everybody, the beginners, the advanced, the whatever other categories there is. And you know, it's funny. This is funny. This is not funny. But let me just tell you something real quick. So you guys are sitting here and you're watching me paint a picture, right? And it's all great. It's calm and relaxed, and it is. And it is about 10:55 p.m. at night. And what you don't know is that when I finish this painting, I have 2 service calls that I have to go fix heaters. Yeah, 2 service calls. And then when I get home tonight, I have to replace a water pump because malfunction, froze, whatever, something. So I'm a busy man. So generally, let me just run over, let me tell you 2 things first. Number 1, I'm not done the mountain. Secondly, got to do the highlights. Thirdly, just going to keep talking. I want to explain to you a little bit about my day while I do some of these subtleties here. All right? Now, here's how my day goes. I generally get up at about 6:30 a.m. in the morning. 6:30 a.m. in the morning, like I was going to say 6:30 a.m. in the evening. About 6:30, 7 o'clock is when I get up. And, you know, I have coffee in the morning. And then what I do is on the days where my son goes to school, he's in high school, I drive him to school. We listen to loud music there, and we chat and have a great time. And then I come back home, and then I take my daughter to school about an hour later, okay? Then I get back home, and I get myself in order and ready, and talk to the goose, and whatever animals and stuff, and just have a good little get them off to a good day. Maybe a bone or something, give them treat, and then I take off, and then I go and I do my work, make sure everything is going accordingly with that, and then I get through the day and blah blah blah. I make it over here to the studio. I try to paint something. I have whether it's a meeting, meet with people, sponsors, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. I meet with them, and then I'll go back to work. Then I'll come back here, and then I'll generally I get home pretty late at night, and then that's when my time to think is, like super late at night. So I generally go to sleep like 2 o'clock, 2:30 every night in the morning. So, and then I get up and do it all over again, every day. I'm active. You will never see me sitting on a couch. And not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just telling you. Watch how quick I can separate this as a layer. And I'm going to do it with a real highlight color here in a minute. But, I don't know. I'm active and I'm busy, and it comes from happiness, okay? Comes from happiness, and tomorrow after this busy night, hopefully me and Niles will be going out to check some out. We got some leads to want to record another video. Okay, let me get moving here. So I do want to put some highlights on here, so let's use one of our handy dandy brushes here. Let's see which one would be good for highlights. I want to make sure. Let's try a flat one. Okay. Flat brush. Now let's do, hold on a minute. I got to squirt some white out real quickly. Here we go. This is the fun part for any beginners watching. We are going to, I mean, I could have just used a damn knife, but real quickly, not real quickly, I was going to say, I wonder if I should use a knife or the brush. I'm going to use a brush because we use a knife all the time. All right, we got to be versatilian. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the word is. Versatile, flexible, willing to try things. So look, flat brush with some titanium white on it, right? And I'm going to come here like this, and I'm just going to give this a little wiggle and jiggle and spin. All right, give them something there. I'm just going to keep doing this for a minute until I feel that good feeling in my stomach about it. That's how I know when I'm on the right track. I get a good feeling in my, you know, thing like that. But the interesting thing about my life is that even though I may be like, you know, busy and running around and this and that, you know, most of the time, like when my wife's home from work, like she goes with me and spends a lot of time, places with me. My kids are grown, you know, the whole teenager thing. Well, I have children that are in their 20s, but, and they do their thing and have their friends, and I don't know, it just works out. We're a very, 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 very close family. I mean, extremely close family. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm just using the flat brush and I'm just kind of dragging it down a little bit. I'm just thinking about areas where I want there to be some highlights, and then we'll come back and do some shadows real quick. See, I'm just, different textures is key. All right. And I'm going to pop a few little thingies on back here in the back one too. Just subtleties, not too much, because this one here, if you put too much texture back here, it may look goofy. I don't know. Only one way to tell if you actually try it. So I'm just going to put a few little love touches here. They gotta be the love touches though. You gotta send that love right through the brush. It's possible. See? And then I'm going to smooth it a little bit, right? You can feel it. Oh, wow. Hello there. Hello there, mountain. Mountain, mountain, mountain. Here we go. Let's take a little bit of Prussian blue and some white. A very, very light blue color. Maybe a little teardrop of alizarin crimson. Maybe, we'll see. Just a beautiful blue color with a tinge of crimson in it. And I just wanted to try to just have a tiny bit of a shadow appearance, you know, on some of these. So let me see how this looks. Yeah, could be right. I'm gonna just wipe that whole one out there. I don't want too many repetitive peaks, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go right over top of him, and we'll fix them up in a minute. Okay. Back to the white, little tad of white, and then we're gonna go like this. Just give him a nice little thing here. Make him stand out. See? And then whatever you don't like, you can change stuff, you know? Like I don't like this, so I'm gonna change that, watch. I'm gonna make the peak go this way, like this. Back to our light color. A little bit more blue in there, actually. You know, make it a little bit darker. See? Just fix whatever you need to, you know, and then add white back on top, you know? All right, here we go with the white. A little bit more white. I'm just trying to show you, like, you can do so many cool things. And I'm going to use a little bit more white where I want the peak to stand out, maybe, or like, you know, the highlight. See? Put some there. And then, remember we had one down here I was saying? You know, something like this. Maybe he goes up a little higher. See, he goes all the way back there like this. Okay, and then we'll go. I'm gonna actually take a little bit of blue, black. Yeah, just a little bit of blue, black, a little mud, a little dirt. Okay, it's okay to have a little dirt. Little dirt in your life is okay. Don't be afraid of a little paint and dirt. Okay? Because I know this is far away, but it's all right. Because maybe something will show through. All right, you see? But it's just like a little further back. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the guy up front here, and show him just a little bit of attention here. Okay. And if you are just joining, I am going to sell this one, just because it's a live stream. We're going to do a live stream sales on some of these paintings. So I'll do, this one's going to be 500. This will be 500 plus shipping in the United States, which is like 30 or 40 bucks. Like the first email that comes through, it's the first person who asks, you know, first come, first served or whatever. And that's how that's going to go. The last one is gone. Which I'm very thankful for, by the way. I don't know how to describe that to you, to be quite honest with you. I couldn't be more thankful. And just know this: when you do stuff like that, you're helping a good cause. So don't forget that. All right, here we go with some highlight colors here. Gotta lighten that color up a little bit. So this is just blue, white, and a little bit of crimson. Blue, white, and crimson. Let's see how this looks. I don't know. I just felt like being colorful with this. More white. A little blue. You have to experiment, okay? Always experiment with stuff. Don't forget it. See? Nice. Who's my buddy? Brett. He always says that. He says, noise. Like Noice, noise. Let me open this one. So I have a request. You've seen here. Okay, so if anybody is watching, from Bounty, okay? If anybody's a Bounty representative, or if you work there or anything like that, do me a favor. Can you send me some paper towels? I should own stock in Bounty right now. Bounty has really got a lot of my money, so I would appreciate it if somebody works at Bounty. If you guys can if you can hook it up, it would mean a lot. I'm getting some white to lighten up this blue color here. Excuse me. Look, I'm going to make it a little bit more of an enjoyable moment here. Watch this. See, just dragging it down. And if you want texture, like a texture look, you just hold it flat. All right, hold it flat. No biggie. Put some in here. See? Can't you see what that woman she's been doing to me? All right. Put some lines in there. I'm just, this is where I'll just like experiment, sort of like mess around with like different shapes and textures and stuff like that, and see what's good. And then I can come back and I can fix that in a second, Let me get, I want some nice strong white here because I want to do this. I want this to stand out. So we're going to put some snow. Watch this. Well, it, looks like snow. See, I'm twisting it and turning it. And watch this. Maybe there's a little waterfall back here. There is now. That's like where it comes down. It spills off the mountain, and it just kind of, this guy here, he sneaks over the trees. He goes right here. He comes down. It goes. Okay. A little mist right there. See that? It's so funny. It goes right over the stuff. pops right over them trees there. Okay, now this is closer. I'm going to darken this up a little bit. I'm going to get some blue and black here. Okay, blue and black and some crimson of alizarin and just make a little bit of a deep color. And I should probably switch brushes too a little bit too, just because I want to change things up a little bit. So I'm going to go to the flat brush, the baby flat one that we were using earlier. Earlier. Look, tasty. There we go. Can't you see? Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, boom. Okay. So I'm thinking about writing a song. Definitely won't be singing, but I want to write a song like that has to do with what I'm doing. Just one song, okay, and use it in reference to what I'm doing here in the painting world, you know. And I've been thinking about this for a while, and I have to get old Steve Sipler to come out and play the bass for me. But no, seriously, all joking aside, I'm putting a little crimson in here. I just want to. The reason I don't play music all the time anymore, I used to a lot, but I think it would be very important for me to write a song that reflects my life and just everything. So you have to let me know your thoughts about that. And I would be doing it for me, you know, that's no other reason. So, and you could just experiment with this stuff. I mean, you could do, you know, you could put some deeper shadows in. I don't want to go too crazy, but you know, you could just do all kinds of, like right here, look. Let me get some more, like a grayed black color here. And put some deeper little things in, you know, a little shadow there. And then, you know, maybe something there like this. See, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. You could just change the way things are here, you know, that's all. That's what I'm trying to show you. Now I'm going to try to use this little baby one here. I'm going to scoop up, there's a little dirt in here, but there's a little white on here. I just want to do something right here too, just to show. See, I mean, I'm not like too crazy about like, oh, it's got to be so perfect or whatever. You know, you get it in, you get it done. Get her done, right? That's a good saying. Get her done. We always say that in the Pine Barrens here. Get her done. All right, let's move on to some highlights here. And the reason for going slower here on this, guys, is because I'm experimenting. So if you're just joining us here, I announced earlier that I'm partnering with Jerry's Artorama, and I'm very excited about that. I'm going to have some products coming out here in the very near future. I'm in the design phase right now, you know, coming up with what I think is best for all you wonderful people. All right, so just in case you missed that. So I just wiped this flat brush off here, this one here, and I'm going to try something. So the moment that I've been waiting for is this here, you know. So just make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comments. Since I can't see the comments here tonight, just make sure you let me know your thoughts. And I will go back and read the comments. All right, it's Miller time, but it's highlight time. I don't drink. Miller time. What's your favorite beer? I don't drink at all. I just choose not to. Alcohol is something that not even going to get into it. When I was a kid, not even getting into it. Okay, that's not for here. We're painting here. We're not talking about failure. Okay, we're not talking about failure. We're talking about happy things. I don't drink, and I don't judge people who do, but my experience as a young one was I'm talking about. All right. Okay, so what am I doing? White. Went through a little bit more white tonight than I expected, and that's okay. That's okay because I'm experimenting. All right, so now I want to get a good highlight color here. Make sure my audio's on. All right, here we go. Here we go. So I want to go with I want to get a green and I'm going to use a little green and yellow, and see what this does for us. Now I'm going to be experimenting, not tonight, but with the different yellows and figure out which one works for me as a human. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm not a human. We don't know. We're figuring that out still. So I'm taking some yellows and some greens, touch of blue, black, just to give it, if you take a little blue and mix it in with your yellows and greens, sometimes it'll give you an amazing color. So just keep that in mind. Lordy, lordy, I'm almost 40. I can't believe that. And it's 11:14. Yeah, guys, I'm turning 40 next month. And I got to say it. I told my wife, I said, if anybody texts me and said, if anybody says happy birthday, immediately blocked. You're blocked and you're banned for life. If anybody texts me happy birthday, because I don't want to be 40. I want to be 39 in my prime. You know, I don't want to be 40. So the plan is this. We're going to skip the birthday this year. Nobody says happy birthday, and then all of a sudden, I get another year. So, yeah. All right, here we go. After that 20-minute mixing session, now I was just trying to get a color that I think I like. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to start here. I'm just tapping with this little brush, this little 1/2-inch jammy. Okay, I'm just putting in some color here. I'm just tapping. Did not thin this down whatsoever. Okay, didn't thin it down. Well, hello there. I like you. I like you color. A little more green in my life. Okay, here we go. Let's move to the other side here. Trying to be considerate here, you know. But yeah. Oh, that's cool. Legit. That's legit. Dun, 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 dun. Now, this is cool. Having fun, everybody. You know, I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too as well. I want to say this. I sometimes I'll come across like a certain way. Like I have a hell of a sense of humor, but I want to let you know I'm a very focused and I'm a very serious person, and I take this very seriously. But in order to take this seriously, you have to joke and have a sense of humor, okay? If that makes any sense. That's what's called an oxymoron, right? Yeah, that's exactly what that is. See? I know some words, but no, for real, you have got to, you have to be open about things when you're doing this, you know? Because you can ruin just so much, and you want to have fun, you know? I paint because I was a broken soul for so many years, and it helped with that. You know, so the last thing I want to do is be upset about something. I'm just tapping in, just putting little highlights in here to see where I'm going. The sun is peeking through in the back on the top there. Let's give him a little light here. He's, you know, this way. Look, yeah, boy, right there. Look at that. Little there. Now I step back and have a look at it, right? Step back, have a look. I do want to do real quickly, because this is, everybody likes this, favorite thing that I do. It seems like everybody loves this. I get more messages about this than anything else, I think. Waterline, right? So I got all kinds of dirt and mud colors coming in: blue, black, green, yellow, orange, red, purple, white. Here we go, getting it on the knife. Even though this is a big ripple of an area, it's already moving. Watch. I'm just going to do this just for the sake of color. See that? You know, it just gives it something else, you know what I mean? Something extra. Let me get a little bit more white in there to lighten him up so you can see it. Put some back there. Tasty. Tasty waterline right here, guys. Oh yeah, hello. I mean, you can see a little bit. You can't see it great because there's blue in there, but he's there. He's there, he's chilling, he's having a great time. He's just enjoying his life, doing his thing, what he's supposed to. All right, wiping this off. I'm wiping this 1/2-inch thingy off right here. There's no paint on it, but I'm gonna smash the heck out of it into the paper towels, and I'm gonna go like this. And I'm gonna, rob Peter to pay Paul, right about there. Steal him, that means I'm stealing the paint from the top, and I'm paying him down here at the bottom. All right, because we don't want the super bright colors all the way down here, and a little shadow there at the bottom to determine what we're doing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Now, example, if you do what I just did, and if you take too much of your dark color out, you just grab a brush, some blue and some black and some green, okay? And then do one of these numbers here. Put it back in. See, I'm just putting a little dark back in here like this, see? Just because, I mean, that's darker than what it was, okay? But I'm putting it back in because I took it out. Okay, back to the brush, other brush. Here it bees, right here. Yep. And like I said, after this, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the comments. So, let me know your thoughts. But like I said, I can't tell you how excited I am to be partnering with Jerry's Artorama. I really am. It's just such a great thing, just mind-blowing. Never thought something like that would happen, but I can tell you this. I'm going to try to do some good stuff, guys, for you, because I care about you. I really do. I care about you and your experiences doing this, because a great painting experience can lead to a life of just good stuff. I'm gonna get a little bit more green in here. So yeah, I got to mess with some different shades of colors and different greens and figure out what I want to use here. See what works the most effectively for me as a human. I keep saying that, for me as a human. Well, who the hell said I was human? We don't know. Let's do a little black and green. I can tell you the ivory black and the sap green make something tasty color that I'm just bound to take a taste of it one of these times here. Just a tiny bit on the tongue, No, I'm just kidding. Do not do that, ever. It's a joke. Sense of humor. Remember what I was saying earlier? Little sense of humor. I'm pushing upward on this flat brush. Let me wipe the flat brush off real quick. Set it over here. And let me get his buddy over here. Let me get this big thing that we used for the sky and go back into that same color. I want to see what happens if I make a bush with this. Let's just see what it does. And this is how you experiment. See? Here's a bush maker right here. Get some more yellow in there. Watch. Something's vibrating. The heck was that? All right, whoever's vibrating me, hold on. Be with you in a few mementos. So look, little beauties here. I'm just saying, this is the first time I've done this, but that's how you do it. Now get some crimson here, maybe a little of the bright red. This is a pretty color. Get some white. Boy, I need more white. Okay, got it. Nice. Let's make a pretty looking bush here. Just as for color only, guys, okay? Leaving the dark in there. I'm just having some little fun here, so. Just making some colorful choices in my life. Colorful choices are always a good thing. A little there. How's that? Oh, that's what that was. Bram, I just saw you beep through on my phone, buddy. I couldn't see what it said, but I'll be talking to you shortly after this is over. Make sure you guys go over, Subscribe to Bram. I don't know if Nick is on here, Nick's Oilscapes. You need to go over there and subscribe to them. Two wonderful people that have extremely great futures coming. Go subscribe to them now. You won't regret it. Something I'm going to do here real quickly. Just trying to show you little things, you know, little things as I'm messing with them, because I have no practice with these brushes or anything, but I'm going to take the flat brush and I'm going to take a little bit of this dark color and I want to create a ridge. I want to create a ridge, like a little shadow, okay? A little shadow that's coming down here, okay, like this. And you may not be able to see this well, but it's a hill and it's going downwards. So, you know, if you think about it, it's going to have, you know, shadow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know? Sorry. Humor. Now I got to fix this here because that, he goes, ugh. Little things like that, little perspective thingies. Now, something that I would like to do that will make me feel complete as far as the background goes. I'm going to take my flat brush here and I'm going to take some, I want to take some yellow ochre and some sappity green. Yellow ochre, sap green, a little white, and a touch of blue possibly. Let's see what this brings us. I'm just mixing colors over here like crazy. I just want to get me a nice little, okay, so that's pretty much just a green. Give it a little punch here, a little punch, a flat punch. I want to put, these are little trees in the mist back here. See them? Now you do. These are little baby trees. They're big ones. There's a nice one back here too. He's just peeking through, see him? They're just living. They living. He pops right down there. I like him. I like this guy. He's a nice one. Watch. Give him a little branch in his life right here. This is fun. This is fun. Falling in the sun. Wipe the brush off. There is no sun, by the way. There's zero sun. Atoll. So, if you guys are joining the party late, if you're joining the party, yeah, I want to just say one more time before we move on to the next segment, which will probably be the last for the night, but I want to just say, let me do this. Let me get all the used ones in my hand that I got paint on so I don't eat the paint. I am trying out a series of different brushes here right now that's going to eventually go into a kit very, very soon, along with some paint, possibly canvases. So that's where all these goofy brushes are coming from tonight. I have not used a single one of my normal brushes that I always use. Just haven't used them. Trying to be reptilian, versatile. What's the word? I don't know the word. Let's do this here. Let me set the flat brush down real quick. So no, I'm in the I'm in the tryout phase right now, including with paints and everything. So nothing is going to be the same. Nothing is going to be the same. All right, I'm changing my life. Changing my life. No, I just have a very incredible opportunity, and I want to use that to help you the best that I can. All right. Stuff. And then this is a ridge back here, I think. Yeah, he runs right up the mountain. All right. There's that. And then for the purpose of being basic in life, this is going to be a challenge. Here we go, guys. I'm going to use me what am I using here? I'm going to use, this is a beauty right here. This is just another flat brush, a different size. I'm going to try something here. I want to make an evergreen tree. So we're very close to the end. If you've made it this far in the video, I want to just tell you thank you. Thank you and thank you and thank you again. And thank you a third time. I'm wiping the knife off. I had to clear a spot. I'm going to get me some sap green. I'm going to get some black. I'm going to get me some blue. Green, black, blue, crimson. Get some crimpies in there. That looks sweet. Sweet like butter. Can't believe it's not butter. Can't believe it's not sugar. I'm so dumb sometimes. So now I don't use sugar. I can't believe it's not sugar. It's not even a thing. All right, I'm using the flat brush here. We're gonna make some evergreens with a flat brush, and I've never done that before. So remember, failure is okay. Failure is good. You learn from failure. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do one of these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little starter line. Okay, it's always good to have a starter line. Here we go. Here we go. I can't believe it's not a pine tree. That's what I'm gonna call this. Can't believe it's not an evergreen. It's the generic version. Made with a flat brush that I've never used in my life. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Get excited. Get excited. Okay, do things like this. Make a flat tree with a round, make a pine tree with a flat brush. You know, get some more of my color here. I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe it's not the best tree. Maybe it is. Maybe we don't care. But I'm making it either way. And you see, I'm just saying, there he is. You could use a smaller one, of course. As a matter of fact, let's just have at it. Let's have a try. Let's have a try with our baby flat one here. Excuse me, that was a rough one. All right, got all the cool colors. I'm gonna do. It's funny, when I started this painting tonight, I was just like, I was, you know, good and all, but in a dull mood, sort of. And if you were here then, I was like just so crazy into it within like the first 15 minutes or whatever. And I just want you to know, like, that's why I try to get you to do this, because it's just amazing the way you feel. It's like it just gets put onto you, you know, the feeling. So, see, I'm just smashing away. Was I just humming the Sesame Street thingy? I just caught myself. That's so funny. I remember that show when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember that. Blue. Get some more blue and black up in there. Get some more of the green of Sappy. Just darken it up is what I'm looking to do. A little more crims on the Zoom. Okay. Got to put one to make the perspective feel good enough for me to sleep tonight. Well, or tomorrow, whenever I go to sleep. See, I'm just smashing it in. So there's there. It's just the color's there. You know, and no, that's pretty cool, actually. I kind of like what this is doing so far. And I like the fact, mostly, like, besides all joking around, I think joking is good, by the way, everybody. If you can't joke, you know, around or have a sense of humor, you need to try. Because I can sit here right now and just I could change my whole tune towards you guys and tell you a whole other set of things, life issues or this or that, and just completely make everybody go from interested to like, oh my God, somebody shoot this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Seriously, I just choose to be happy, Talk about good, positive things, you know? Let's not talk about the you know, the water pumps that froze up because of high wind and, you know, poor insulation that I have to replace tonight. But like, we don't talk about those things, you know, that's all. That's all. Let me fix him his top. This guy's drunk. This tree is definitely drunk, and that's okay, because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. He's really wobbly. Let me flatten him up here. Let me flatten him up and give him a good reputation. There he goes. Nice. Good boy. Okay. Let's do, I would normally use the knife to make a tree trunk, but let's try something different tonight, because we're being Versa Reptilian and getting some brown, a little bit of brown, baby brown, some white. And let's try to give him a little something here. Nope, not working. Let's do this. Let's try to drag the brush. But then I don't want to give up on the knife, because the knife sharpens the top of the tree heads, the thingies, whatever they're called on the top. You know, they really help with that. So actually, got to use a knife. You can't just, you know, abandon the knife. I'm using the knife. I'm just trying other things out, guys. That's all. You know, instead of being stuck in the same old ways or whatever, you know, like they say, just try something new and different. That's all. And that's all, folks. Make some little things. This is my favorite part with the knife. Make some little things. It's just like a little illusions and stuff, you know? This is my favorite way to paint. This is my favorite style of painting. Faux show. Something here maybe, there. You know, just whatever, just pop some things in there, you know. And let's see what we got here. I don't know about highlight. I don't know how I feel about highlighting this stuff, the tree. I like dark on light. Dark versus light is what I like. Let me get the flat brush here and some green, blue, black, brown, orange, yellow, purple, all the colors. Now I'm just green and yellow to be exact. Just want to see something here. I'm just not too, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to be ruining my my dark tree, because dark trees are good when they're up against light. Dark and light, remember that. Contrast is a good thing. It makes people get a good feeling or something. I don't know. Not a scientist. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit, because I'm not ruining the contrast here, guys. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, but just maybe a little there, Just give them a little taste, look, you know, good look. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing here. What the heck? Why not? You know, I'm just making like some variations or whatever of just different things and colors and stuff. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? What am I doing? I've got to fix this. Get some crimson and some yellow ochre. Change that color up a little bit. Whoa, that's a lot of slop on that brush. I just want to put some stuff here. Just color, you know. Color in our life is a good thing. Color. Just ruined my little baby tree right there, and it's okay. It's all right, because he lived a good life. I'm really having fun, guys. And I'm still alive. What are the chances of that? What are the chances of this, huh? What do you say? What do you say, neighbor? Hold on. Let's see here. Let me grab, oh no. What do we do about that paint all over me? Hold on. See, this could be my opportunity to be like a little taste. I'm not going to do it though. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get our, where is it? Oh wait, I got another one right here. Oh yeah, nice. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I got my my Grumbacher brush from 1912. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that into some paint thinner with some brown and some black. Brown and black from the old Grumbacher. Antique vintage. Never seen before. No, I don't know. Just given to me by my neighbor. A bunch of new Grumbacher brushes from 1910 or whatever. Let's do this. Just do it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like this guy. He's a good dude right here. Look. Just give him a little big stump in his life. Thin this out. Thin this out and just go to town. So I'm technically using this right now as like a liner brush, sort of, I think, but I got to make them a little bit fatter and darker. Pretty much what I'm doing here is stuff I've just normally, I don't know, never done, really. I've never used these kinds of brushes before. Bring the roots down. You want to have strong roots. Having strong roots is so important. That's why my trees have strong roots. You know, because I spent the last 4 years making my roots strong and no longer weak. That's why my trees all have big stumps like this. I mean, they are just no joke. Very intimidating roots. See? Just like this. Yeah, boy, yeah. Sweet, tasty, tasty, nice. All right, I better stop. I'm actually enjoying myself. So, if you wonder what that is like, what enjoying yourself looks like, listen to me as I do this, because it's a real thing. So, if anybody's out there that doesn't know me, or you're just tuning in, I promise you, I'm not a strange person. And I just think I needed to say that for some reason. Another thing, beginners, don't make this mistake where you put branches all on one side and you have nothing on the other side, because I've done that a lot in my time. Okay, so just a little tip for you, I'm just being whatever, just putting stuff wherever. There's that. Get some white and some yellow ochre here. White and yellow ochre on the 1906 Grumbacher brush. So Grumbacher, if anybody from Grumbacher happens to see this video, I gotta say, your brushes from the early 19th century work pretty doggone good. So if you'd like to send some out my way, some more, feel free. Some modern ones, like some that are updated, in the new century. Okay. Now, pure straight white. Here we go. Watch this. This is going a little overboard, but I want to make the color stand out. Color is important, Color is so important, I think, or like vibrance and stuff like that. It's just important. To me, it is. Because it represents me, to me, it represents like life or whatever. Your life, colorful life. I don't know. You think you know what I'm saying. Now I'm putting some brown in here, burnt umber, because trees are brown for the most part. Some of them. Okay. It's a very impressionistic tree right there, okay? We're going to take our flat brush and real quickly just do a quick little gardening session here and give him a little love. Beautiful roots have to grow. Sweet. There's that. Let's get some white over here with some of our yellow. Make just a little bright something to make sure that you understand what's happening here. Like there's something, right? Something there, and then let's put a little baby one there, because the sun is actually picking up on this guy right there. This is just so interesting, to be quite honest with you. It's very interesting here because I wasn't going to live stream this, and I don't know why. Are you kidding me? Okay, it's not snowing yet. Somebody just drove by with a riding lawnmower, so I thought that was pretty interesting. That's what I was looking at. all right, here we go with the not a liner, the Grumbiner, the Grumbiner brush. I just want to do a few things like, let's see, how's this look? I just want to make a few like subtle, deep thingies. See how they look actually. You know, just a little whatever. You know, maybe some of these are, I don't know what they are. They're whatever you want them to be. You know, that's what they are. Some more brown and black. Hold on, guys. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, just making sure that everything is cool and calm out there where I'm parked at, because this big, huge truck just pulled up with I don't know, there's salting. I don't even know, is it snowing? Okay, I'm still alive. What was I just doing? Oh, I just want to put a little Bob stump here, you know? You know, we all love Bob. Give a little tribute here to my man Bob. One of the coolest dudes to ever live, in my opinion. So, thank you, Bob. Little Bobby Bush going on right there. Little Bobby Bush. All right. Well, all right, so that was a bit excessive. But I seriously just want to thank, just pulling this off here. Hold on, let me just back this up here real quick. Something like that, right about there. Right about there. All right, move these paper towels out the way. That's looking good. How's this frame looking? Looking pretty good. All right, so what are we doing here? There I am. Howdy. All right, so I just want to thank, I do want to thank you guys for watching, for all this time tonight, for this little mad man of a piece that I have right here behind me. I just wish I could make sure that everybody knows how happy that I am by doing this. It means a lot to me to do this, and that's why I make these videos, because I want you to try to relay that happiness over to you and let you understand just how important this can be for any situation that you're going through in life. And I'm being serious. I try to be, sense of humor, funny during the live streams, and I do that because a part of me, there's a broken part of me inside that tries to come through all the time. And I don't let that happen. I just don't let it happen. I do my best to not let that happen. And by joking and being funny, that's how I battle those things. And the ultimate battle is this right here. This kind of tops it off. So just a little description about myself in case anybody is new here tonight. The things that I do, no matter what it is, it's to try to make my inner self continue to feel that self-worth feeling. So for what that's worth, I hope you guys really just enjoy what I'm doing here, because I enjoy sharing it with you. I said it earlier, if anybody wants to buy this, it will be for sale, but you just have to email me because I don't have a link made for this. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all this stuff, and I'll see you in the very next video. I had a great time tonight, and off to my next job. So I love you guys sincerely. Stay safe. If it is going to snow in your area, make sure that try not to go anywhere if you can. And maybe we'll do a live snowstorm painting stream. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll be working. So, all right. I love you guys. Have a good night. I'm going to hit the end button here, and I'll see you next time.